Welcome, and thank you for joining this immersive tour. What you see here is not a reconstruction of the entire fountain, but high-fidelity 3D renderings of the Zodiac heads themselves. Our aim is to remove the glass and the distance that separate viewers from originals in the physical world, so that a close encounter becomes possible. You may circle, pause, and inspect, setting your own rhythm for a conversation with history. Let us first restore an 18th century scene in the mind's eye. A semicircular basin lies before a Western-style pavilion. 12 bronze animals, aligned by the hours, take turns to spout through day and night. At high noon, all 12 rise together, an orchestration of water and light. Court artisans fused European hydraulics with a Chinese cosmology of time, translating ritual into motion and timekeeping into spectacle. What emerged was not simply ornamentation, but a carefully engineered performance of order where technology, symbolism, and authority shared the same stage. History, however, seldom travels in a straight line. In 1860, during the Second Opium War, flames and looting swept through the grounds. The heads were torn away and dispersed. For more than a century they moved between private rooms and public halls, across auction catalogues and headlines. Each transfer altered more than ownership, it rescripted memory of loss and restitution, of claims and responsibilities, drawing the public into a continuing debate. In the 21st century, the timeline bends again. Some heads returned to public view by purchase, by donation, or by installation near their former setting, while others remain untraced. For visitors today, seeing them all at once is nearly impossible. Sites are scattered, exhibitions are episodic, and vitrines keep bodies at bay. That is precisely why this virtual space brings together what geography and history have split apart, not as a substitute for reality, but as a way to mend what reality leaves undone. Now come closer to one piece. Begin with the fissures and patina of the bronze skin, follow the tool marks along the manet, then down to the teeth and lip. These details bear the passage of time as much as they display craft. You might wonder whether reproduction diminishes what some call aura. This project is not only about visual reconstruction. It is also about presence. In this VR space, we are recreating an embodied way of seeing. You are moving, pausing, and experiencing, not just looking at a picture. The aura of the heads does not disappear, it migrates into new forms of encounter. This is what scholars like Melrose called a museum without walls, a collection that exists across platforms, not confined to one physical room. As our tour comes to an end, take one last look around these heads. Here in VR, the Zodiac heads are not merely remnants of the past, they are reconnected, reanimated, and made present again in your very act of looking. Thank you for walking with me. I invite you to reflect beyond this room. How does digital curation reshape our memory of the past, and how might it widen our imagination of cultural heritage?